Working online and remote working is now one of the biggest things in education in terms of how do we effectively give instructions to students and how do they interpretate that and complete a task independently and then submit something back to the teacher. Now, remote work learning has many ways and many approaches of doing it effectively. But what I'm going to do is share a few insights in terms of how I feel it works effectively with my students and my community of teachers. So the first thing I would always want to think about is the schedule. It's really important that we don't bombard young people with a range of different assignments at the same time. Is there a coordinated approach? Is there a rota? Is there kind of like a timetable, online timetable that during these time slots, these are the things that students will need to complete? Because one, that will help them to really be effective in terms of completing the work and make sure that I handle it on time. The second thing I want to think about is around the instruction. So when you do put work out for students to complete online, what type of instructions are you setting? Is it just by text? Is it by video? Is it by a voice note? Is it like a similar to what you will find on social media, where it's a story of what you want them to actually compete? And I think that this is the way forward. So if you're able to record that voice note or record yourself with 1 to 2 minutes explaining the instruction, once again, that helps students to go away and feel that they've understood what they need to do. The third thing is access. So one of the things that we found is that when students become stuck, where do they go? Do they go to online? Do they go social media? Do they ask the teacher? And what we've tried to do is make sure that we are available during the day so that if they are stuck, they could give us a quick message and we can respond to that. And again, making sure that our workload is manageable, we can either give voice notes or a very quick tip or quick demonstration using our whether it's device or tablet to show them and role model what we expect of them to do. So those are kind of the things that kind of reassures students along that journey. Also, I would also recommend about thinking about what is the effective style? What is the effective style that you're going to use in terms of that live session if you're teaching? Now, a lot of teachers, what we find is that they need to break up the live session. So leave room for pausing, leave room to be still, because just talking at a camera for 10 to 20 minutes thinking that your students understand sometimes can be a misjudgment. So are you giving them enough time, enough opportunity to process what you're saying through the live feed? And I think that'll be great in terms of if teachers gave more opportunity for students to take time to digest what is being said through this remote session and learning. And then lastly, it's about feedback. Feedback is really important in the sense that whether it's a quick survey, whether it's a quick poll, did you understand the activity? How did you think the online lesson went? What could be done to improve? And then using that comments from your students to design and create better lessons. There is no silver bullet to this. And what you'll find is that by understanding and building those relationships online with your students will help them to be able to build that confidence in when you are setting work remotely. So I hope these tips have helped you to really think about good practice and also making sure that remote learning is not just a one-way transmission between the student and the teacher, but it's a holistic approach, thinking about the things that you can use beyond the technology and building those relationships effectively.